Hi, I'm back. I know it's kind of crazy, kind of loopy, but yeah, I'm dressed up really weird. I know. Don't worry, it's not going to stay for long. I'm just putting in this quick little thing at the beginning. This month we are going to be heading into the month of September. September is a very, very big month for me. It's known as baby dust season for a lot of communities, and so every Sunday, unless something big has happened, I will be putting out separate vlogs, but every Sunday I'm going to be doing a video for baby dust season. And I ask that you share it, raise awareness, and help out because it's going to be a rough month. And the reason being is what baby dust season is baby dust season is also known as PCOS Awareness Month. And PCOS is known as polycystic ovarian syndrome. And a color that is frequent with PCOS is the color teal. So every Sunday, my videos, I'm going to be dressed like this. I'm going to be head to toe in teal. I am going to be going on from the teal eyes, the teal lips, teal nails, teal toes, and a teal dress. The reason being is I want to raise awareness about PCOS. And you may be wondering, well, why the hell do you care? I care because I live it. I'm 20 years old, and I've been living with PCOS since I was about 7. Count that, that's 13 years. And I have dealt with all the bullying and all the BS that comes along with PCOS. And not a lot of people know what PCOS is. Not a lot of people understand how hurtful PCOS is. So every week I'm going to be giving you more information. And this one I'm going to be putting in a challenge to you. It's not like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, I promise you. Because I know a lot of people they're done with that. But a little bit of backstory. PCOS is what's known as an endocrine disease. And I use the term disease because there is no cure for it. It's like Lou Gehrig's disease. Except it's not as quick. Lou Gehrig's disease, it degenerates the body in such a rapid, Lou Gehrig's disease is horrible. I will admit that. It's a living nightmare. But the thing is, with Lou Gehrig's disease, when you are diagnosed, you're told you have 3 to 5 years. With PCOS, when you are finally diagnosed, you don't know how long. You don't know how many days you're going to have to wake up in the middle of a nightmare and realize that that nightmare is your life. And PCOS is pretty hard because if you know what the endocrine system does, then you already know half of PCOS. What the endocrine system does, for those that don't know, is it creates chemicals that get placed throughout your body. For women, estrogen is a big function of that. For both men and women, there's also adrenaline, insulin, progesterone, and testosterone. Those are just some common chemicals that your body creates. Even melatonin, serotonin, simple things like that your body creates naturally. Those are technical chemicals that are produced through the endocrine system. And with women with PCOS, our endocrine system already puts a block against us. It basically is saying, oh yeah, you can have adrenaline. I'm just going to throw some toxins in there for you and see what it messes around with. If you have PCOS, your whole body is in danger. And growing up, I had one heck of a burst of estrogen. I had to wear a bra in grade 2, and I had my first period in grade 3. Needless to say, in grade 3, we started learning about sex ed. And I'm already having my period. So needless to say, I've already had that talk with my mother. It's hard. It's not as simple as a lot of people think. Because growing up, I was called lumpy, fat ass. I was called beluga. Because one unfortunate side effects of PCOS is extreme weight gain. Another is you have elevated levels of testosterone. And I kid you not, I've had a doctor come up to me telling me from blood tests that I could pee in a cup, hand it over to the Olympic officials, and go for the men's events. because that is how lackluster my system is of estrogen, and how fortunate it is, I guess, with estrogen or with testosterone. So, needless to say, my voice is lower than what it should be. I can grow sideburns down to here. I can grow a mustache and a beard better than half the guys I work with. But I have to keep that in check because I'm a woman. And one thing that is hard is trying to deal with that in elementary. Being called mustache, being called beluga, dealing with that, and then dealing with that BS throughout high school because I have thicker hair. Like, I have the freaking boreal forest on my legs. And I don't shave because I'm scared of what I have done in the past with razors. And in high school, I just brushed off, hey, I have an issue with razors. I just don't deal with them. End of it. When the truth of the matter is, when you are in grade 3, grade 4, and you're shaving your legs so that you can be a normal kid, and you hate the fact that you have to get up every day and just go and be belittled and berated because of what you have to deal with, and they don't understand. And then you put a razor in that kid's hand, and that kid has no clue what they're doing. Things happen. And I admit, I was gouging out my legs right around my knees. Always right around my knees. Just, I didn't want to wake up in that nightmare anymore. I had gone through anorexia, bulimia. I would starve myself. I'd go to school, no food. If my mom gave me food, I would throw it back up. Because I didn't want to be this. Because I was told this was bad. And when you're in elementary and you're dealing with that, it's hard. It's even worse when you're an adult and then you find out you have PCOS. I know one woman, absolutely beautiful woman. She's 37. She found out she had PCOS 4 years ago. Because there's no surefire way to detect it. I was detected young because my mother knew she had PCOS. And so when I started showing signs, she took me in. And that's when we found out I have PCOS as well. So that's wrapping up this video. I will give you more information coming up next week. But I want to give you a challenge. Go onto your social media. And I want you to get a piece of paper if you have a lot of people on like Twitter or Facebook, whatever you want to go on. And for every person that you have on your friends list that you're following and that is following you, for every woman, I want you to count up to 10. And then for every group of 10, hold up a finger or make a tick. Because 1 in 10 women will be diagnosed with PCOS. 1 out of 10. You have pretty much a 10% chance of having PCOS in your entire life. And for a lot of people, that's like, oh, well, that's not a lot. Go on Facebook, check out your friends. Find how many people you can have. I did it on mine. I could have 11 friends that have PCOS. And 2 on that list I know do. So there are, needless to say, 9 more people out there that could be diagnosed with PCOS. But that's my video. I challenge you. Share this. And I'm going to be posting a few links in the description. The PCOS challenge. And just donate. Spread awareness. Because that's what September is all about. And I'll be back next Sunday with another video. So I'll see you then. Take care.